Okay, now today we're going to go through the 4A1 Prelim Paper 2 revision worksheet 2. Yesterday I actually went through revision worksheet 1, so I'm sending you the answers in the chat group and I'll post on Google Classroom later. Okay, so let's go through the first question. Calculate the following number and give your answer in standard form. So after you key this inside your calculator, you should be able to get the answer 49800. But we're going to convert this to standard form. So if this is going to be in standard form, our decimal need to put the decimal place at the correct place, right? Where can we put the decimal place at? Where can we put the decimal place at? Not answer me. Hello. The number I must make it.
4.98.
Thank you. 4.98. I must make this number smaller than 10, bigger than 1. Then times 10 to the power. This is a large number, a number that's larger than 1. So the power should be a positive power. So I 4.98, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to multiply by 10 4 times. So 10 to the power of 4. Okay. Then second question, express the following in standard form. Again, I want to have the number smaller than 10, bigger than 1. So it's 1.357 times 10 to the power of how many? How many?
9.
Anyone give the answer?
10.
Are you sure 10? You count already not?
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lah.
9.
Who say 10 sia?
Yeah, who say 10? 9. Okay. Then after that, this one is decimal place. So I have 1.34 times 10. But this is a number that is smaller than 1. So if you have a number that's smaller than 1, will your power be a positive power or a negative power? Afiq, positive power or negative power?
Negative.
Negative.
Yes, negative power. Then Amiri, negative power, how many times? What power is this? Amiri, how many power?
4. Negative 4.
Yes, power
Negative 4.
Good. Thank you. So these are the basics. Some of them you can do multiplication, division also can have. So please make sure you put the brackets that's as necessary, okay? Next one, we're going to revise on simple interest and compound interest. Anyone can give me the formula to count simple interest? What's the formula for simple interest?
PRT over 100.
Yeah, okay, PRT over 100, but I liked it better with something in front. What equals to PRT over 100?
The interest.
The
Total
interest.
amount.
Right. Total amount, that one is for which one?
Joking. The compound.
Okay. So this one told simple interest. Simple interest means it's a flat rate. Okay. So simple interest is PRT over 100. The compound interest, this is the one that is the total amount. Okay, then P bracket 1 plus R over 100 power n. The formula is given in the formula sheet. Right, let's take a look at the question. Ryan wants to save 6,000 in a bank for 2 years. Find the interest only that he will earn after 2 years. Okay, so in the LYN bank, this one is already the simple interest. So A part 1, following my simple interest formula, I equals to PRT over 100. Anyone can tell me what number times what number? Maybe
Go
I
Afiq.
call
Afiq.
Crystal. Oh, Jinghui walking around at home, don't know how he walk around. Oh, I know, Zacchaeus. What is the P? Which one is the principal?
6,000.
6,000 times the interest rate. What is the interest rate given? What's the interest rate? Wait. Faster. Hurry up.
3.6.
Yes, thank you. 3.6 over 100 times how many years?
2.
2 years, right? 2 years. Okay, then we calculate this amount. What's the answer for this? What's it going to disappear? Okay,
Answer is 432.
432, 432. This is only just the interest, right? I do not
Yeah.
need to add or subtract any number. Okay, but for part 2, I want to find the interest you earn for JP, right? But this bank itself, the compound interest is starting with the total amount. Okay, total amount. If I want to find the interest, what do I need to do later after I find the amount of money? What is the interest rate here? What's the interest rate here? Nobody tell me. What's the interest rate here? 5.55%, right?
5.55.
Correct. To the power of 2 years. Okay, so we calculate this, but after that, if I want to find the interest, this is not the interest, this is the total amount. So I need to do, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Hey, hello. Okay, maybe I ask any
Minus.
yes, thank you very much. Minus. If you all answer the question, I will end my lesson faster and then we will do faster, okay? So in this case, to find the interest that he earned, I'll take this one, 84.48, minus away his original $6,000, which will give me $684. Okay, did they say nearest ten or anything? They never say, so it will be 2 decimal places. Okay, so this one will be 2 decimal. So if that's the case, from your working, which bank will you recommend? And the question say, explain your answer. Don't just tell me which bank. Of course, which bank will you recommend?
Bank
Which bank
A.
will I recommend? Second bank, right? This one, the GJP, right? Why? Because I will earn more interest, right? Okay, question, if I am borrowing money, right? If I'm borrowing money, do I want to look for a bank? Okay, if I'm borrowing money, do I want to look for a bank that costs high interest or low interest? If I'm borrowing the money, do I
Low.
want high
Low.
interest or low interest?
Low.
Low interest, right? Yes, but now I am investing the money. I'm trying to save to earn interest. So do I want higher interest or lower interest?
Higher.
So we have to give a reasons. So the interest for GJP is equals to 684 greater than, okay, greater than interest for LYM of $432. Therefore, choose GJP Bank. Okay. Then I'll go on to the next question already. Next one. Next question over here. Map an actual area. Right. Map an actual area. What we are going to do now is when we first notice, right, when you're writing the map scale down here, there is no given units in the first place. Some types of question they give units, sometimes they don't give units. So in this case, when they don't give the units itself, what is the starting unit that we should start off with? We should begin with. What unit should we begin with on both sides? What unit should we begin with on both sides? CM. Okay, so CM over here and here. Then recall a little bit. Kilometer to meter. 1 kilometer, how many meter? 1 kilometer, how many meter?
1,000 meter.
Yes, 1,000. Then, and yeah, 1 meter, how many cm? And yeah, disappeared already. Oh, she got no mic, is it? No,
Using phone.
I don't know, 100 I just, never mind, I got no. Okay, so to find from cm to meter, meter to kilometer, we divide by 100, divide by 1000. This is actually how many units in kilometers. You notice the question, they want kilometers, right? So I need to divide by 100, then divide by 1000. So divide by 50. So this is actually 1 cm is 5 kilometers. So you must remember to check the units. Is it the units that the question want or not first? Okay. After that, then they tell you this is 4 cm. Then you just happily find 4 cm. Okay. Any problem with this question? Okay. Okay, then I continue the next part. Now we're going to find the area, land area. Map is to actual. So now we are going to use what we have already converted. The one over here, 1 cm is to 5 kilometer. But I want to find the area scale. Sarah, what do I need to do to find area scale? You see here?
Square.
Yes, square, correct. We square everything. So 1 square, cm square, 5 square, kilometer square. Units will have changed. So it's 1 square is still 1, cm square, 5 square is 25, kilometer square. Now they give me 7.5 kilometer square on the map. This one wrong. Can change the question? This one don't want on the map. Has an actual area of 7.5 kilometer square. So we put the 7.5 kilometer over at the actual. Okay, how do we do the working to find the answer? Who else can?
7.5 over 25 times 1.
Thank you. Okay, so 7.5 over 25 times 1, that gives me the number 0.3 cm square. Okay, so we have this for our area. Is this okay? Okay, give me a thumbs up, or you just say okay, then I move on.
Can.
Can okay, good. Then next one, simplify the following. Let's deal with the numbers first. 15 over 18, use your calculator to check for you. 15 over 18, you can cancel, divide by 3. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Okay, then we still got x and x squared. Which one has a higher power?
X square.
X squared, right? So on top got 1, bottom got 2. Cancel away, we are left with
X.
numerator or denominator?
On top.
Very good, x. Then the y and z got nothing to cancel, right? So it stays as y and it stays as z. Okay, simple, straightforward enough. Okay, I add on some other questions there to ask you. Last time, okay, long time ago, then we did revision. Okay, do you know how to express 8 as a power of 2? Y'all remember? Anyone remember how to do this?
No.
8 is, what is 8 made out of? 8, express 8 as a power of 2. So this means 8, I need to divide by 2. I need to find 8 is equal to 2 to the power of what? So I need to take 8 divided by 2, I get 4. Divide by 2, I get 2. Divide by 2, I get 1. So 8 is 2 to the power how many? How many times?
3, 4.
3 or 4? Huh? 3 or 4?
So I can just square root, right?
Square root. Is it square root? It's not square root. Well, it cannot be
square root,
square rooted. It's divided by 2. So it's 8 to the power of 3. Okay.
Yeah.
If I'll do another card question, express what other number? 64 as a power of 4, for example. What does this mean? This means I want 64 as 4 to the power of something. I take 64, divide by 4. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. Then I will have 64 is 4 to the power how many? Hello? 4 to the power how many over here?
64 divided by 4 is 13.
4 to the power of 3, yeah? Okay, so these are some of the other basics. Then got some other basics also, another type. What is 2 to the power of negative 1? What is the power negative 1? When you have power negative 1, you don't know you press your calculator. 2 to the power of negative 1, what answer you get? You get 1 over the number 2. So when you get power negative 1, your negative power will become a fraction. Okay, so if I were to give you another type, the previous paper that we did, let's say for example, same base, 3 to power of 5 times 3 to power of 7. What will this become? Oh, cannot remember, right? Multiplication, when you multiply, I'm adding on the power. 3 to power of 5, there's 5 of them here, there's 7 of them here. So this one, I add the power. So it becomes 3 to power of 12. Okay, if I do division, 3 to power of 7, divide by 3 to power of 4, what answer do I get? Division. I am doing subtraction. I subtract the power. So this will become 3 to power of 7 minus 4, which is 3. Okay, so these are some of the other basics other than just this type of question. So please revise a little bit to remember them. Can? Okay, so this part add on us.
So
Since
what
you're
if the
here,
power
very
is
good.
negative?
Which one?
What if the
The
power is
power,
negative?
the power negative, when it's negative 1, any power that's negative will always give you 1 over something. 1 over something. So if I ask you what is 3 to power negative 1, this one means it's just 1 over 3. Okay?
Okay.
Or if I give you 3 to power of negative 2, what does this mean? It's 1 over 3 square. Then 3 square, you press the calculator, you get 1 over 9. But of course, even if you don't understand this property, can you use your calculator to help you get your answer? If not, you try check the power of negative 2, the calculator, you change it to a fractional value. Try to use fraction, okay? Then you get your exact answer is also 1 over 9. So don't write decimal, write the fraction value. Okay? Okay, so this one, please do remember, okay? All right, next question. Now, how do we do this? First, we must make the denominator the same. What denominator can we change it to?
Cross multiply.
Cross multiply, no.
15.
So called cross multiply, multiply by what number here? Here multiply by
Make denominator the same.
make the denominator same. When is it that we can cross multiply? Only when I have equal sign, one fraction and then the other fraction on the other side. Only where got equal sign, only got equal sign. Here no equal sign, cannot cross multiply. This is subtraction, subtraction, cannot cross multiply, okay? Then here I times 5, the whole thing over here times 5. So first step, we expand out the number first. So this is 3x over 15 minus subtraction, best be careful. The 5 must multiply to the numerator. What do we get? No answer. Oh no. What do we get for our numerator? Expand the numerator. Anyone? Zacchaeus?
10x minus 5.
Okay, who's the kind soul who gave it? Elvis. 10x minus 5. Must remember the 5 also must multiply to the number at the back. Okay, out of 15. Okay, so now we have subtraction. When we have subtraction, the next step, we're going to combine them into one single fraction What must change? Negative. So it's still negative 10x, no problem. But negative times negative, this one would become negative times negative.
Positive.
Yes, this one become plus 5. Jinghui, this one you must take note. You like to
I
change
get
the
correct
sign.
for this one. Let's go!
No, but you like to write your working, you combine it.
I write correctly, I write
Then you
correctly.
change the sign too early, not correct, will minus marks off. So must
I first
change
time
the
write
sign
correct.
at the correct step. Okay, good. So negative 7x plus 5 over 15. Nothing to cancel or simplify because the 7 over here has no common factor. Okay, so this is the final answer. Is this okay? Okay, then I next page here. Okay, next one. All right, this one. Sector, area. How do you find the reflex angle? What does reflex means? The bigger angle, right? So the total angle is 360. So I just take 360 minus 150 degrees. Angles at a point. But paper 2, we should not have any more angles questions. It came up before already. So we should be no need to write this one. Okay. How do we find the area of the shaded region? The formula, I must take what? The angle theta out of how many degree? One full circle, how many degree?
360.
360 times, I want the area. So multiply by area, it will be
2 pi r square.
Pi
Pi r square. V
square. Okay, so I plug in my formula, the shaded region, the angle is 210. Please don't take the wrong angle. So 210 out of 360 times pi r square. The radius is 13 square. 60 times shift pi times 13 square. Answer 309.71. Round down, round up. This one become 310 cm square. 3. Is this okay? The formula, this formula must memorize. This one. Okay. Next, I want to find perimeter. If I want to find perimeter, is it a length and area? Which one is it? Is it a length or an area?
length.
Length, right? So in this case, I'm going to find the arc length first. So the arc length over this side. Oops. So I find the arc length over here. So the formula for arc length is theta out of 360 times area was pi r square. So arc length will be 2 pi r. And you want the shaded region, so make sure you remember to use 210 out of 360 times 2 times pi times the radius 30. Okay, I got the number 45.379. Okay, but is this the final answer? Anyone? Is Zacchaeus still online? Zacchaeus? Amirin, are you still online?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, Amirin, I found the arc length already. What else must I add to get the perimeter of the shaded region? How to get the perimeter?
You
Must add something. I must close it up, right? So I draw the arc. Already. Then must do what? Must add which two?
45.379.
45.379. Yes, is this one. 45.379. Must add what else?
And add the 210. 210.
Add 210. 210 is a degree. No, not add
Oh, the
210.
radius. The radius.
Yes. Add the very good. Add the radius. The radius got how many radius? Got 2 radius, right?
13
So,
plus 13.
Yes, correct. So we must remember the step perimeter. We take the 45.379, must add the radius and the radius, one more radius. So, anyone got the answer already?
Sure, I got 47.6. 0.64.
47.6. Is it
Come, I
safe?
show you.
I count the answer. No need to show me, no need to show me. I count the answer. I count the answer. Did I count wrongly? 13, right? Oh, 47.6. Oh, sorry. Don't know. 47.647. Is this answer?
Yeah, I think that's the
Yeah,
answer.
yeah.
Yeah, correct. So now this is 73.647 round off. If the question is not stated, then it's 3 sig feet. So 73.6 cm. Okay, perimeter length. Okay, next question. Write down, this one has a group of 20 children. How many dots do you think there will be? Are you going to count the dots? Dot diagram. Or did the question tell you how many dots are there in total?
20.
Yes, the 20, the 20, right? So there are 20 dots over here. Each dot represent one child. Okay, and then you have the ages of under 6. So age 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, write down the model age. What do you mean by model? Model means the one with the highest what? Highest number of dots, right? Highest frequency, the one that's repeated the most number of time. So out of this one, you can see the age 4. So 4 years old. Okay, is the one with the highest. Then how do I calculate my median? Middle. Okay, so in this case, I know the total has 20. The middle position is given by n plus 1 divided by 2. So my n is the number 20. So plus 1 divided by 2, that gives me 10.5. 10.5 means I must take which two positions? The 10th position and the 11th position. Add them up and then divide by 2. So let's count. Remember to count from bottom up, the one nearest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This 10th person over here is 4 years old. So it's 4 plus 11. The 11th person over here is also 4 years old. So add the two of them together, divide by 2, you still get 4 years old. If one number is, let's say 4, one number is 5, then you get something like 4.5 years old. Okay. Now, next question, how do we find the mean? Oh, this question can be quite difficult. Okay. We need to find the total age of the person, mean age of all the children, right? So how many children are 1 year old? 3 of them. So I want to add up the total. Instead of writing 1 plus 1 plus 1, I'll take 1 times 3. Okay? Plus, what's the next one? How many of them are 2 years old? 3 of them, right? So it's 2 times 3. Plus, anyone can help me to continue the one at the back?
3 bracket 3.
3 times 3 years old.
Yeah,
Then
then
4 years
4
old, how
times
many?
6.
1,
4
2,
times
3,
6.
4, 5, 6. Yes. 4 times 6. Thank you. One more, last
5
but not
times
least.
5.
5. So 5 years old times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5%. Okay. The mean age, take the total, divide by, is it divide by 2? Is it divided by 2? Some students tell me they do everything, then they divide by 2. No, how many children are there in total? There are 20 children in total. So you should divide by the average, right? So you should divide by 20. Okay, if the number is not exact, doesn't matter. You still use the answer, but just that you round off the answer to 3 significant figure. But if you can get the exact actual answer, I will advise you to write the exact actual answer. So whether is it a fraction, decimal, whichever, as exact, as accurate as possible. So in this case, I got 3.35 years old. Please do not go and round up or round off the number or whichever when they never say ask you to do anything like that. Okay, so leave it as 3.35. Next part of the question, the data is to be represented on a pie chart. If I have all the data on a pie chart, a full pie chart is how many degree? One full pie chart, how many degree? One full pie chart, how many degree?
360.
Thank you, Amirin. So 360, right? How many children were there here in total? 20, right? So that means 20 children will represent 360 degree. Be careful, those who put 20 children equal 360, I will minus marks for presentation. The working is not correct, okay? It's represent, or you can say draw arrow or whichever, but not equal to. Children and degree are not equal, okay? But it represents 360 degree. Find the angle for the largest sector. Which one will you think will have the largest angle? Is it the one with 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, or 5-year-old? Which one have the largest angle?
5.
Elvis, which one largest angle? No, the
Ah.
angle. Which angle? The angle representing 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old. Which one will be the largest sector, biggest angle?
4.
4 or 5? 4.
4.
You choose 4, right? Just now I heard somebody say 5. Jinghui, you choose 5, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but don't be cheated by the question. Okay, the question says largest sector. You should look for the one with the most number of dots, the one with the highest frequency. Don't just look at the largest age. It's not the oldest. Okay, so it's the one with the highest frequency. There are how many dots here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 children down here. So this one will be 6 children to represent how many? Yula, show me the working. Tell me the working.
What?
Tell me the working. I don't know. You talking with Afiq or you pay attention? Working, how to find this one? 6 over, yes.
20
times
260.
360. Okay, so count the answer. And we get the number 108 degree. Okay, so this one is actually a trick question, a largest sector, not the one, not the largest age, not the largest age. Okay, we have done. Then go on to the next question. Okay, this one need to use a little bit of common sense. How to fill out this table? First, what can we fill? We got 8 boys, 6 girls total.
Can go back. I haven't finished.
Oh, you want to see? Sorry. Okay, sorry. Done, let me know.
I'm done.
Okay, can. Alright. Then this one over here. Check what can we fill up first. I got 8, I got 6. So what is the total?
14.
14. So here we can fill out the number 14 first. I know the total is 30. How can I find the total for people who does not own a pet?
Minus.
Minus 30 minus 14. That gives me 16. Then if I know that the total is 16, there's 11 over here. So this one will be 16 minus 11 to give you 5. Right? Then after I add up 6 plus 11, 17. That's how I get my answer. So you have to work backwards a little bit to complete the table. Then the question says, one of the students, right? How many students are there in the whole class? There are 30 students. So when you ask for the probability, the denominator will always be over 30. Find the probability that the student is a girl. Out of these, how many
17.
are girls? Yes, so 17. Check whether can you simplify. Cannot simplify, so the answer 17 over 30. Okay, one of the next question, one of the boys, pay attention, to the question, boys, one of the boys, it's not one of the students, one of the boys. How many boys are there? How many boys are there in total?
15.
13, right? 15, what did I hear? 15? 13, right? Out of these 13, how many of you then does not own a pet? So it's 5, right? So my fraction now, one of the boys, not one of the students, one of the boys. So there are 13 boys. It should be out of 13. Then 5 boys does not own a pet. 5 over 13. Okay, then nothing to simplify, final answer. Okay, so this type of question can also be tricky. Please read the question, Okay, this one. Okay, then now this type of question we can expand and shift around. Okay, we expand this 4 times y, 4 times 5, and this one is 2 times 3, 2 times 2y. Okay, how can we shift them around? Who? Anyone help me? I know, I asked Afiq.
I think boom.
Go home already. Then I left you learn, then you learn lor. You
Ah?
you want to group the y together or group the numbers together. You want to put a y on which side? Left or right? You know. Some
Let
students
her go
will tell
left.
me,
Let her go left. Let her
left,
go left.
go left, left or left, okay.
Yeah.
So 4y stays here. This one is negative 4y. It come over to this side, become
Positive.
thank you. Okay, some of you will tell me, sure, 4y minus 4y, then becomes 0, no y. Okay, that's not correct because you forget to change the sign. So to undo subtraction, we do addition. So we add 4y. Then the original person over here in Malaysia is 6. Who go back to Malaysia? Who move over to the other side?
Elvis. Yeah, I mean 20.
Elvis.
Yeah, 20. So is it minus 20 or plus 20?
Plus.
Plus 20. Okay, so we get 8y is 26. How to get rid of the 8?
Divide law.
Yes, divide by 8. But if the number is not a nice number, you write it as a fraction. Okay, but you simplify it. So 26 divided by 8. The last time, the last paper, you all get, a lot of you got the exact answer, but because there is 3 decimal places, you're going to round off the number. Then not accurate. Minus mark. So yeah, so don't round off the number. I think one of the question was 6.275 or something like that. Then got people round off at 6.28, then wrong. Actually, this is the correct answer. So this one will have accuracy or minus marks. So don't try. I prefer not to have decimal lah. I will prefer usually fraction. Give me answer in fraction. That's the best. Okay. Or this one can be 3.25, which is a nice number, or 3 1/4. Okay, up to you. Next question. You solve simultaneous equation. Anyone remember how to solve the simultaneous equation?
Me.
Should we you use Elvis, you use elimination or substitution?
Substitution.
Substitution. Okay, can. Then equation 1, equation 2. You make You use which equation? 1 or 2?
2 ah.
2, okay? So from equation 2, we're going to make x the subject. Easy, right? Make x the subject because x is a positive number. So if I want to make x the subject, okay, I get x minus y equals to 2. I need to shift my negative y over to the other side, right? So in this case, this one will become x equals to 2. The negative y bring over there become plus y. This is the mistake that a lot of you make the previous one during your worksheet, classwork or whichever. Okay, because you all forget to change the sign or you all never multiply the sign. Okay, so try to Afiq also try to keep Afiq not wrong already. Alright, never mind. Then try to keep the x on the same side. Don't move it. Make it positive. Don't anyhow move around. Okay, now we have this. We're going to sub this into equation number 1. We already used equation 2, so we're going to use equation 1. So equation 1 says 3x plus 2y equals to 1. So the moment I see x, I'm going to change the x to 2 plus y. Then what do we need to do? We need to expand. So I have 6 plus 3y plus 2y equals to 1. Let me continue over here. So this is 6 plus 5y equals to 1. I only want 5y. How do I undo 6? How do I undo the 6? How to get rid of positive 6? Become minus, right? So it's 1 minus 6. Take note of the sign. So 5y is equals to negative 5. Then divide by 5. We get y equals to negative 1. Negative 1. Okay, but this is not our final answer. After I found y, I still need to get back my x over here. Okay, so x is equals to 2 plus the y now is negative 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So therefore the answer x equals to 1, y equals to negative 1. Have you gotten the correct answer?
Yeah.
Okay, anyone try already? Sarah, do you manage to get the correct answer? Sarah?
Yes.
Yes, okay, this time around
Yes.
can get correct. Very good. Okay, hopefully y'all can get it correct too during the test, during the examination. Okay, next page. I shall not waste too much time to do some of the questions, but I'll explain this one a little bit more, the harder one a little bit more. Okay, so this person, Jasmine, is driving from Singapore to Malaysia. The total distance she drives is 650 kilometers. These are the specifications of the car. Got acceleration, got 200 kilometer per hour, got fuel consumption, got torque. I don't know what all these are. But let's check what is relevant to our question. Okay, question say fuel cost 2.75 dollars per liter. Okay, she drove past the 4 toll station where each station is $9.80. Got 4 toll station. That means I need to take $9.80 times 4 lah. Okay, they want the total cost of the journey. Huh? Meaning what? What do I need? They tell me the total cost for journey. What kind of things will I need? I need to find how much the fuel is going to cost me. Oh dear. Right, but how am I going to find the fuel that cost me out of this table over here? Which is the one that involves fuel consumption? The one that involves fuel consumption is this one, right? Involves fuel. It says 15 kilometer per liter, but I traveled 650 kilometers. So 1 liter is 15 kilometer. So 15 kilometer use 1 liter. I want to find 650 kilometer. How many will I use? I take 650 divide by 15 times 1. So 650 divide by 15. And that gives me, fraction. Okay, so I'm going to leave it as a mixed number in this case. This much liter. But the question say, this amount of liter is cost $2.05 per liter. So I want to find the cost. Okay, not the total cost. I want to find cost of petrol. That will give me, I take this amount times my price, $2.75. Okay, and money, we should give the money to 2 decimal places. So in this case, I get 119.16666. Okay, then round off 119.17. Nearest cent. Nearest cent means 2 dp. But that's not all. They want the total, including the toll charge, right? So I take 119.17, your total. Add what do I need to add? What do I need to add? Nobody can answer. Oh yeah, never mind, I wait. I wait for answer. What do I need to add? Hello?
$9.80.
Only one time only,
No lah. Yeah.
times.
So right,
Four.
$9.80 times 4.
Oh.
Yes, $9.80 times 4. Seconds, you managed to get a correct answer. What's the answer you managed to get? You calculated already not? Did Zacchaeus disappear?
Yeah,
Oh, no,
Zacchaeus reduced to atoms.
158.37.
correct, You still alive,
No.
Okay, then nearest cent, so 2 dp answer. Okay, last 2 questions already. Last few parts. Okay, how
Question.
to convert this from meters to the other time we give you all the worksheet in class, you all don't know how to do. How to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second? They want meter, right? 72 kilometer is how many meter?
1,000.
Yes, times 1,000. So 72 times 1,000.
7,200.
7,200. 72,000 7,200 man. 72,000, right?
Yeah.
No, 7,200. 72,000. Okay. 1 hour. How many seconds? 1 hour have 60 minutes. 1 minute got
3,600.
600. 3,600. Correct. 3,600 second. So they want meter per second. So the speed is now 72,000 divided by 3,600. That gives you distance divided by time. 20 meters per second. Answer. Okay, please know how to do. Okay. Is this question okay? Can, right? Next one, Jesslyn passes through the underground tunnel. So we have a tunnel. The tunnel itself, okay, is 1.25 kilometer long. Okay, this is kilometer. She drives through the tunnel at an average speed of 72 kilometers per hour. How do you find time? How to find time? Time is given by, take what? Distance distance divided speed. The distance is how much? They give you 1.25 kilometer. Divide by the speed. Check before you divide. Is this the similar type of units? Correct, right? So this is in kilometer per hour. So 72 kilometer per hour. So if this is the case, the unit for the hour here is, unit for the time here is hours. So after we divide, this answer will become a number of hours. So this is a 0. I don't know how many, 0. Let me write the fraction. 5/288 of an hour. How am I going to convert this hour into minutes? How many, 1 hour, how many minutes?
60.
Thank you. 1
60.
hour, 60 minutes. Correct. 1 hour, 60 minutes. Okay. So 1 hour, 60 minutes, I need to multiply this by 60 times 60. It gives me 1.04166. So this means I will have 1 minute. Here is the minute. But this portion over here is the one in seconds. Okay, this portion over here is in seconds. How am I going to find this in second? It's not 0.4 second. This portion here, the decimal place is 0.04166 of a minute. I need to multiply by 60 to change it to seconds. Okay, so I minus away 1. So I take 0.04166 times the 60 again. That will be approximately 2.499. So I round off
Sure.
to the nearest second. Yes?
But then I just press the time thing on the calculator.
Wow, you managed to do the shortcut. Oh, yeah, I forgotten. Can do shortcut.
Cannot, man.
Can. I teach you one, of course, can. Then I get 1.2. This one is about 2.5, but they want nearest second, so it will be just 2 seconds. Okay, so answer will be just 2 seconds. But Jinghui, you take note. This one, if you put 2.5, actually can 2.5 round off will be the nearest second, will be 3 seconds.
Wait, so
So
when they say
I will
when they say
accept.
nearest second?
When they say number of seconds, this one is 2.5 seconds, right? Unless you want to
Yeah,
write
but why they
2.5
say
seconds.
nearest second?
But usually we don't have we don't usually measure 2.5 second like time. How you tell me exactly? Already by second already very accurate. So in this case, I don't mind. I will accept answers 1 minute 2 seconds, 1 minute 3 seconds, or all I can accept. Okay. But since your calculator give you 2.5 seconds, then you want to write 2.5 seconds also can. Okay. All right. So if you know how to use the calculator shortcut, you can use like what Jinghui mentioned. You press the time button. I've forgotten that I taught you all this skill. Okay. Alternatively, then you times 60, then the decimal place 60 again. Okay, next one. Can I assume that you all know how to draw graph?
Yeah, assume.
I assume, right? Okay.
Yeah, assume.
But the thing is, when I assume you all draw graph already, the graph looks something like I don't know, it's something like this. Yeah, where is the turning point? Okay, the graph looks something like that. Right. Is it like this?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let me plot this one, -1. Okay, I don't know, something like that. So when we find equation of line of symmetry is the line in the middle. So the thing I want to go through this question is why is this line in the middle? The line of symmetry is an equation that cuts the x-axis. So the equation of line of symmetry must have x equals to, okay, must have. And in this case, the number over here is x equals to the number 0. It will not be always x equals 0 lah. But in this case, this number here is x equals to 0. Then They ask you to find the values of x when y equals to 3. Question here, values. How many answers? How many answers? Blue. Values, how many answers? 2 answers, right? So you must remember, find, yes. So you must remember, draw the line. You should get 2 different answers over here. Okay, 2 answers. All right. So this one I leave for you to do graph on your own. Okay, I assume you know how to draw graph. Okay. Then last but not least, last question for the day already. This one over here, cumulative frequency to complete a math task. The total number of students, all right? So this axis is 120 students. Okay, to find the interquartile range, we must take the upper quartile. Upper quartile, how many percent? Upper quartile, how many percent? Amirin,
75.
ask Amirin. Amirin, upper quartile, how many percent?
25.
Yeah, 75.
75, huh? So 75% of what number? Of the number of students, 120. Okay, of 120. That gives me, for Sarah, you do the 3/4, right? Also can 90. But is 90 the number? Not the number, right? I need to read the equation and find the number over here. This one, how do you count the number of units? Okay, we check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 squares represent the number jump from 20 to 25, 5 units. So one small square will represent 0.5 of a unit. So this means this is 21, 22, 23. My upper quartile is the number 23. I need to minus away my lower quartile. Lower quartile is 25%, which is the number 30. Then I need to find 30 and read the number. Again, 10 square represent 5 unit, 1 square 0.5. So 11, 12, 13, 14.
80
So
degree.
23 minus 14 gives you 9. So the interquartile range will be 9 minutes. Next question, find the probability that a student, so remember total student, 120 students. He picked a student more than means more than 25 minutes. More than means the people that is on top, right? Doing quite well, or no, not doing well, but take more than. So I read 25 minutes. Okay, and find this timing, this number. But let's check, how do I know how to read this scale? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 square represent 10 units. 1 square will represent 2 students. Okay, so in this case, 102, 104. But I want the students who took more than 25 minutes. So I need this group of students, the one that took more than. So I need to take 120 minus 104. And that gives me 16 students. But is this my final answer? 16 over 120.
No.
Yes, thank you. Must bring down, must simplify. So this is 2 over 50. Okay, so remember, you check the number scale already. Must subtract. Okay, must minus this. So must is more than, right? So must minus. Okay, then out of a total of 120 students. Okay, so that's the answer. Next one, find the percentage of students who took 5 minutes or less. Less means the ones at the bottom. So I need 5 minutes or less. So 5 minutes go to a mini, then round here. Okay, then I check my number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 square represent 10 students. 1 square represent 2 students. So 1, 2, 3. So 2, 4, 6. So this means 6 students. They want students who took less than. Less than means the one below. So this is going to be 6 students. So the answer is 6 students. But they want percentage, right? So percentage, I need to times 100. So percentage is 6 out of the total number of students is 120. So 6 divided by 120 times 100%, that gives you 5%. Answer. Okay. Anyone have any particular question they need me to go through? Okay, if there's no other questions already, the rest of you can go off. You can go back and study. Right? Do the practice question. Redo your TYS questions. Those that I have marked already. Read through the TYS questions again. Can?
Okay.
Bye.
안녕.
Thank you for coming.
안녕. 감사합니다.
Bye.